Thanks, Vi. We're here at the Borders bookstore in Torrance, and as you can see behind me, there's a long line of anxious fans waiting to meet one of the most popular fighters in MMA. He's the only athlete to have held a championship title in both the heavyweight and light heavyweight divisions of the UFC. Meet Randy Couture, a fighter, a fashion designer, and now an author. In his latest autobiography, Becoming the Natural, he takes readers inside his life, both in and out of the cage.
In a lot of ways, we're all fighters. You know, we fight for a lot of things in the course of our life. We face a lot of adversity. I certainly am no different. I've faced a lot of things, and I think some people choose to use those sorts of things as excuses, you know, not to achieve, not to set goals, not to strive for things. And I hope that what I've been through at least will be an example and something positive. Show that I'm just a regular guy too, and still managed to succeed and be good at something.
And you'll find out that outside of the cage, Randy is just an ordinary guy.
I'm fairly normal. Obviously things are really busy with, you know, the movie stuff that I'm getting to do now, the gyms, the clothing line, the book tour, all this stuff going on. So it's a big juggling act right now. But normally I like to be outdoors. I like mountain biking. I like to hunt. I grew up hunting. As anybody who reads the book will see, and you know, those are I like to be outside.
But inside the cage, Randy is a fighter. He made his UFC debut at age 33, which is considered to be a late bloomer by today's standards.
Well, I think first and foremost, really look in your heart and see why it is that you want to get involved. If you have a true passion for the sport, then you're going to be willing to make the sacrifices and work and do the things that you need to do. And then I think find the right place, the right guys to train with, the right place, the guys that are going to push you, but at the same time take care of you, nurture you, develop you, and get you in the right fights and bring you along. So those are key ingredients.
And MMA fans want him to stick around. Many are hoping for the possibility of a dream matchup between Randy Couture and Fedor Emelianenko, two legendary heavyweights of all time.
I don't see any real weaknesses in his game. He's an unorthodox striker with great submissions. He's very explosive, so that's the kind of guy I want to get a hold of, try and smother, kind of try and impose my will on him and force him to work and punish him as much as possible. Put him on the ground whenever possible, and we'll really formulate a real game plan once the fight's real and I can sign and get it scheduled.
Thanks, Vi. We're here at the Borders bookstore in Torrance, and there's a long line of anxious fans waiting to meet one of the most popular fighters in MMA, mixed martial arts. And I'm here with Dylan, who's one of the biggest fans of Randy Couture. Can you tell us what is it about him that you like?
Well, I love watching him. I've been a big fan of him for a long time. When I watch him fight on TV, he always brings a lot of excitement to the fights. He just goes at it, and I love that he's a straight-up guy.
And is there anything that you want to ask him?
How he trains, how long he's been training for, and who inspired him.
So, Andy, you just met Randy Couture. Tell us, what was it like?
Randy was a great guy, just like I expected. I came here to get the book autographed for my godson, Jack, so he was really gracious in doing that. Randy's known as being one of the greatest MMA fighters ever, and so I actually saw him in Vegas a couple years ago fight, and I followed his career pretty closely over the years.
For your very own copy of Randy Couture's Becoming the Natural, stop by the Torrance Borders bookstore, located off Torrance Boulevard and Hawthorne Boulevard. Or for more information about Randy himself, you can visit his official website at www.randycouture.tv. Now back to you in the studio.